Oh yeah, it's your man DJ Swampthing, man. We right here for the art, special visual interview. You know, we usually do this thing audio, yeah, I mean, but we doing this thing straight visual. I ain't gonna take too much of your time. I'm gonna introduce my next guest from down south, Florida,
baby.
We
Florida,
baby. Artist, entrepreneur, businessman. I mean, he pretty much does it all. Got the city.
You already know.
Miami, Fort Lauderdale, folk.
What it do, Swamp?
6th Street, what's happening?
What's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, man?
You already know. Shout out before you get started. Shout out to the Ohio Fleet DJ.
Hey.
Shout out to One Time for Swampthing DJ.
Hey.
Shout out to the whole America. It's your boy 6th Street, Florida boy. Oak Tree Music Group represent. You already know, from Florida all the way to Ohio.
Everywhere.
We finna make this music go viral then worldwide, baby.
Everywhere, man. Talk to me, man. What's happening? For sure, no doubt, man. Talk to me. What's going down? What's new?
Oh man, well, I mean, you know, again, bro, thank you, man. We for the last 2.5 years, you know, we've been cooking up. Started the label 2.5 years ago with the goal to be a bridge for Florida artists at some point. It's been going extremely well. It's myself on the label. We have another artist, Taylor Pay. We have a JDP R&B artist named Tay Riggs. We are slowly building our female rap side of the organization. But man, we are, you know, Oak Tree, right? We're branches. So expect a little bit of everything from every artist, but definitely expect a whole wheel of different genres and dope music from all of the artists that's coming out of the Oak Tree Music Group camp.
Now, when you sit down and you go back about, you know, just the Oak Tree Music Group being a thought at first, you know, what even made you to decide to get into this round? Because we all know it ain't easy, and you got a lot on your plate already. So, you know, what made you decide? You know what? I'm gonna rock with this.
Well, you know, Swamp. I'm not gonna take the path to talk about how I led this crazy street life and oh my God, I'm trying to use the music to get out the streets. No, bro. Like, before you started the interview, you mentioned about being an entrepreneur. So for me, you know, I'm one of the top 100 entrepreneurs that was honored at the White House before the age of 30 years old. So I'm really one of your dopest artists that a lot of people just may not know. Right. So we're taking everything that we've done on the entrepreneurship business side, from sports management, player representation, building youth programs, events, all of that, and we're bringing those together with the entertainment to create a very dynamic platform for our artists, and then hopefully for many artists in the future.
No doubt. And you spoke about sports. You know, just how does the discipline play into your music realm? Because I know, you know, with both of it, there's a lot of energy that goes into running a sports program as there is running a label. So how do they coincide? How have you been able to mesh the two?
Well, firstly, they coincide because, this everything falls under this ginormous umbrella called the hospitality and tourism industry. Sports, music, entertainment, everything falls underneath that, right? So they really go hand in hand, right? Most of our top athletes, you know, either want to be rappers or be in the entertainment industry. Many of them are looking for those opportunities to take their brand and then have that seeded over into a much more commercial environment where they can begin to build and create a much longer sustainable brand, right? So what we're doing is saying, hey, you know what? These things have been separate for too long. Oak Tree, we're branches. Our roots run really deep. You know, we want to try to bring all that together. And, it's been very difficult, but it's also been easy at the same time, right? So, we didn't wait for somebody to offer us a record deal. We started our own, right? We, went around, did our own fundraising, raised money to get our projects done. We're working with DJs. So it's nothing different than you running any type of company, any type of business. You got to be somebody who is serious about what you do. You got to be somebody who is very, very detail oriented. You got to believe. You got to be a person of your word. You got to be a person of good character. You have to really do the work. You can't be around here playing. I've already lost a whole lot of friends, a lot of associates in the music because I believe more than them, right? You got to understand that a manager isn't an investor. You know what I'm saying? An investor isn't a manager. Right. You got to start knowing some of these things. You got to then take full control and autonomy of your art. You then have to take full control and autonomy of your business as an artist. and understand that this is a business. It's not just about you know, putting on a gold chain or writing some rhymes or getting in the booth and thinking you're gonna come out and do something, right? Like, you know, whatever to the guy who spends $5,000 at a big studio but ain't got no money to promote his music or her, right? So again, find your balance, right? Understand the music business. So that's who I've been very blessed as just an entrepreneur and a business owner in general, someone who manages several companies. Now, you know, it makes running the label, you know, not easy, but it helps with the back end operations and the day to day, and us creating a goal, setting a timeline, a budget of trying to accomplish something, and then being able to put together steps 1 through 5 on how to accomplish that is something that we speeding through. Hopefully that discipline and that former, you know, past in business will also coincide with some of the dope product we got. And, you know, this will be one of many interviews to come, but I can see this going worldwide real quick. No doubt. With the type of stuff that we talking about, our energy levels, man, it should be a lot of fun. Very excited.
No doubt, no doubt. So what people might not know is I've been fortunate enough to hear kind of a lot of the first projects, right? I heard kind of a lot of the first things coming out of OT, man. I've been privileged to that. And one of the singles that I'm really loving, and it just happens to be one of the ones we're really pushing, is Tiptoeing, right? So cool. So talk about Tiptoeing.
Ooh, you gonna make me sit up in my chair. You gonna make me sit up in my chair, huh?
Because everybody's super excited about that. I know the camp is excited. You're super excited, obviously. But talk about the concept. You know, bring it back to the beginning. You know, how did that even formulate? Who produced the beat? All that.
Yeah, well, the beat came from, you know, produced by Sean Bradford. He goes by Cosman. He's out of Dallas, Texas, young and up and coming producer out of Texas. The track, I'm sorry, the beat was made by him. The beat was actually produced by one of OT Music Group's own, Tay Ricks. So the concept, man, you know, one thing about 6th Street as an artist, you know, he has 6 and then there's Street. So 6 is going to be the person who, you know, he going to communicate, you know, his emotional side and dealing with, you know, for him, you know, females, his life story. He was a very, very young. He has a beautiful daughter who is now in college, who is on the way to do some really, really cool things. But along that journey of raising her and trying to also be in a relationship, I found myself many times, you know, such a dynamic, you know, ready to go individual. I'm usually the one all in, while others.
Right.
So, you know, that concept was written to, you know, to put both male and female into a perspective of, listen, if you got a good woman, stop tiptoeing with that good woman. If you got a good man and he's communicating, he's doing all the things, he's holding it down, whatever that whole, you know, whatever your needs are and the things that you care about, you know, hey,
go ahead.
Stop tiptoeing with old boy.
Right.
Stop playing with him. You know what I mean? That's that one, right? Stop playing with him. So, period.
Right.
Stop playing with me. You got some good, quit playing with it. Stop tiptoeing on me. We wasted too much time. And that's that track that, you know, is hopefully, you know, it's going to talk to some and then it's going to talk for some. The visual came out. It's really, really dope. We shot that in Orlando. Shout out to Maker Films. That was really cool. Great concept. Shout out to Exotic Cinderella. She did a great job. She's also an artist out of Orlando. So we had a really, really cool dynamic from us being operating out of Miami. Reached out, found some other dope artists out of the Orlando, Central Florida area. And we put that thing together, man. I think it's creeping up on about 60,000 views right now on YouTube with just over, you know, a month or so of being out. So we're really excited about that, bro.
No doubt. Now, is this part of an overall project, or is this just kind of you just throwing out, you know, singles here, or are you going to collaborate?
Well, a little bit of both. So Tiptoeing will be a part of a project called Cerebral Pleasantries. Cerebral Pleasantries is more of the 6 R&B side. It will be a little bit of rapping on there as well when that project drops. So you can expect about 6 tracks on that project. The rap project right now is untitled, but that'll be coming shortly after. That'll have another 6 tracks on it. And then we're going to be dropping like at least 2 to 3 projects every quarter. But for 6th Street, you know, I ain't going to dilute you, and I'm not gonna you know, oversaturate you either. You know what I mean? So don't expect to have, you know what I'm saying, 18 songs on the project, but I done gave y'all 7 throwaways. You feel me? No, we ain't doing that. We ain't giving you no throwaway. Everything you get gonna be real, pure, authentic. You know, speaking to the masses, touching on specific topics, and you know, hopefully the music does what we intended to do, and that just bring people together. You feel me?
No doubt. And you said something that I was going to mention earlier, so I'm really glad you brought that up as far as, you know, having just 5 or 6 songs. Now, I'm sure you remember back in the day, you could have 18, 19 tracks. They was all bumping when, you know, when CDs was really huge, blah, blah, blah. But now our attention spans are so short, right? And like you said, you don't want to just throw 7. You don't want to just throw 7 away. So, you know, what in your mind as an artist, what do you think is the most important way to put out 5, 6 songs and ensure that they are all hitters and bangers? Like what do you do? What's your process when you're like, okay, yeah, we got 20 in the catalog, but I want this 6?
Got you. So I think everything goes along with the mood and the theme of the project. Yeah. Cerebral pleasantries is something that I want people to think about. I'm talking to my young homies on that project. I'm talking to my daughter on that project. I'm talking to, you know, the beautiful women in the world on that project. Yeah. I'm talking to, you know, dudes out there who about that lame-ish. I'm talking to them too, telling y'all to get your mind right, get your life together. I'm talking to, you know, everybody, man, really. But it's one of those projects that you're gonna put in your car and you're gonna vibe and you're gonna ride to. That's what I wanted Cerebral Pleasantries to represent. So I think every individual artist has to sit and at some point, you know, do a self-analysis of who they are, what they want their message to be to the people, and let their projects represent that. Yeah. I think that, you know, when we look at some of the most iconic projects out there, when people drop something, you know, I'm a fan of, you know, I'm from the South, so I'm a fan of all the, you know, growing up on everybody, you know what I mean? From all the way to Miami, Trick Daddy Lou, all the way to New York. We can go to Mace, P. Diddy to 50 Cent, and then we gotta do pay our respects and our homage through, you know what I'm saying, you know, Atlanta, Louisiana, the No Limit Clique, you know what I mean, Cash Money. You know, them guys, you know, came out of Cashville, you know, Tennessee Buck, 3-6 Mafia. You know, of course, you know, the Gucci, the T.I., everybody out the South, then the R&B, the singers from Anthony Hamilton, all the way back around to the Lauryn Hill, to the Summer Walkers of the day, to whoever you want to name it. But like, that's what, you know what I mean? Like, that's OTMG got an influence from everybody. So it's just like, for me, I look at it as, you know, everybody want to say they so original. But for somebody who's been in business, it's a reason why that, you know, a business plan or a model can be used 100 times in several different businesses, because it's model, it's proven, right? Some of my homies that are dope artists, you know, you go and you sit and ask them, they're going to tell you, man, you know, who inspired you? Van Gogh, right? Picasso, right? Some of those people. So I think there's always a standard of the foundation of who we all are as artists, right? So we all have individual artists who we look to, but that's when our artistic freedom and creativity is most important. And then we decide on, you know what, I like the way T.I. wrote that, but I'm gonna do my own version. I like the way Gucci did that, but I'm gonna do my own version. You understand what I'm saying? And again, the messages and the music just has to be unified as a collection, and you communicate that. Some gonna get it, some ain't. But, you know, again, like I say, man, I love what I do, and I know that, you know, the world gonna love what I do, and man, it is what it is, you know.
Tours, man, we doing tours. Like, what's the future for that?
For sure. I mean, you know, right now, this the first virtual date right now. Hey, man, we shout out, we done did it. We got to set another one up, but you know what? Hopefully, when things open back up, you know, we were supposed to have our OTMG branches this past July. Out in down in Kissimmee, Florida, at the Omni Resort. It was going to be coincided with a huge big youth tournament that was happening that weekend, man. We had about 200 teams from all over the country that were going to come through. We were going to have a big concert, kick off our tour with that, and then, you know, go through Florida and then make our way up through, you know, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, you know, Texas, Louisiana, whatever, and try to hopefully get up to Ohio. So that's still in the play right now. It'll be maybe 2 artists that's going to jump off on our first initial tour. Myself, Taylor Pay, and then of course we'll have Tay Ricks and a couple other artists that'll be jumping on as well. Sleeves, I know you've heard some of his music. He'll be there as well. And I'm kicking off, man. But of course, we got to just be respectful of what God is doing right now. And it just seems like the world is just not in a place for live events at the moment.
Right.
So we're just gonna be respectful, bro, and get this music ready, build this fan base, continue to communicate our why behind why we doing what we doing. Hopefully people gonna feel it. And you know, when the time is right, then, you know, there'll be a time where we'll get out and we'll be back on the stage and we'll be out doing what we need to do. But as of right now, things are on hold. We're just in the lab every day working, getting more music done to be prepared for when things open back up again.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to be sliding across one of your stages, making it happen.
No doubt. Well, I'm going to be in attendance, so you ain't got to worry about that. I'm front and center.
Oh, for sure. You already know. You getting all this. Matter of fact, bro, same day delivery going to drop this Friday, so I'm going to make sure you get, I'm going to make sure you get that pack. I'm going to send you over everything today. That's going to go live this weekend, and, we've already, spoke to several DJs throughout the South, and they loving the record. You know what I mean? That's the street side of 6 that, again, and for me, I don't know how everybody else want to get it, but when I place an order, I want it same day delivery. Keep it real simple. Right. Make that how you want to make it. You feel me? We got work, we got packs, whatever you need. And when we talking work, if people over there who got that, and if people who we actually got jobs for you too. You feel me? Visit OTV.com and go to the careers tab. You know what I'm saying? We actually got work for you. You feel me? Some people got work. And we got work, you feel me? Right. So it's real, it's a double, man. It's a double-edged sport, man. Like I say again, and that's not who I am as an artist, and I'm not gonna even, but I'm unstoppable as a creative genius. So, you love it, they love it. If they don't, it's okay too. You know what I mean? But you're not gonna get anything that's not real and authentic coming out of the Oak Tree Music Group camp. So, and again, Florida, as we've always known, has always got some of the most talented artists in the world, and out of it. So to hear about 6th Street and wherever else is coming up and bubbling, it ain't no secret that that's what's happening, and that's no disrespect to any other part of the country or any other artist anyway. But you always know that we always got some cooking down here, and it's like, what? He from Florida? Where he come from? Like, oh my God, it go like that sometimes. What the hell them Florida boys do, man? We be sliding, man. We got to run from the alligator dog. So
I already know.
We can't be man down here.
I already know, man. I spent some time in Florida. You know how I know. You know what I mean? I done been down there. You know what I mean? And speaking of artists, is there anybody, whether it's local or mainstream, that you're looking to work with in the future? Like, who would you like to collaborate with would be dope?
Oh man. I got some features that we're still finalizing some paperwork on, so I can't speak. But these are already established industry artists. I will say that a feature with one of our artists off of probably one of Miami's most well-known record labels who have ever existed will be announced really, really soon. So with that, the answer to that question is yes. God is so good. We've already, been touched and been so blessed to even be, what I'm saying? I don't know if you call it co-sign or just having real dudes who just love what we doing, who willing to vibe with us and jump on records with us and go ham. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said, we ain't pretending like we somebody yet. We ain't nobody yet. Right. But I know the art and the music speak for itself, and that's something that we can always hang our hat on. But as far as collabs, man, I'm gonna be real with you. Everybody, bro. Everybody who popping and for real and who good and who can. That's who we want to work with in the future. Yep. And those after we've earned our way. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to work with nobody after I've earned my way. And again, that's what it's about. Like we one step at a time. We put one foot in front of the other, and when we earn the right to have major features from the baby, when we are in a position to get Wayne on the track, when we are in a position to get, some of the hottest guys out right now on the track, from the Sauce Walkers to, Rollo the Pimp, from, I'm going to speak it all into existence, dog. We talking about we down south, we Miami, we all out to slip and slide, Plies, you name it. Anybody real, coming out of the state of Florida, we want to work with you. Chameleon, is a dope artist out of Jacksonville. You know, want to get her on a couple records. You know, man, we got our eyes set on a lot of different people in the industry. You know, some really well known, others not so much. But again, it's all about dope music. And again, we got a lot of dope artists that are gonna create a name for themselves. And at some point, you're gonna be seeing this OTMG everywhere across your home living room, across your IG feeds and your stories, plaques on the wall. You feel me? We take gold, look, we do bronze. Right? Nobody want to put. Hey, Swamp. They don't want to post their bronze plaque. But I'm posting my bronze plaque.
I would too.
I'm gonna post my platinum plaque. You feel me? And I'm gonna post the gold plaque. Whatever it is, I'm posting it. Oh, dog. Everything.
You got
because
to,
again,
man.
like you have to be, you have to be passionate about your art. You have to love it, and you have to celebrate, you know, all of the little small successes, my brother. You know, you've been in the game for a minute. They don't always come, right? And again, unfortunately, we see so many artists who, you know, whether they come from nothing to something or whether they have something and they end up going to nothing, you and I both know that there's a very, very small window in shelf life for artists, you know, a lot of times in the spotlight.
Yeah.
But that, however, there can be a whole lot of opportunity in the back end for a long time if you just do what you need to do. If you're a professional, if you handle the business the way it needs to be handled, then things gonna happen for you, bro. So that's what we banking on. You know what I'm saying? We just banking on trying to be solid guys, solid individuals. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no play over here about nothing. You know, we all about making dope music, getting it out there, pushing it, collaborating with great artists, people who are visionaries. And yeah, man, you know, we're going to have fun. And, you know, music is a universal language. So, you know, one of the things that I haven't spoke on is that, you know, we've been very blessed. We're going to be administrating probably one of the founders of the Afrobeat movement. You know what I'm saying? You know, his catalog. And, you know, that's going to open up tremendous doors for us, for our in-house producers, for, you know, individuals in the future. So, like I say, man, we got our hands on so many things, both coming through the front door and the back door, you know, right now. But the cool part is we just trying to be humble, bro. Do the work, make great relationships with great DJs like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Support what you guys are doing. Like, let's be real. If it ain't for the DJs, if it ain't for those who really hear the music and say, boy, this, I want to play it. Like, I'm nobody. So triple salute to you. Triple salute to the whole Fleet Coalition. Triple salute to all you guys, man, for being, you know, the intercessors of artists and, you know, helping artists even have a louder voice than they already have, man. None of this would be possible without y'all, bro. So thank y'all so much.
No doubt. Anytime, big dog. How can people hear what you have already? Where can they find the links and drop any dates that you want to drop? I know you said you got a joint coming out this weekend, social media, all that.
Definitely. For sure. All right. Hey, man, what it is, how you doing? It's your boy 6th Street. That's the number 6, IXX Street.com. You can always visit there. Go get all the new music. My IG is the same thing, 6th Street. Just like I said, the number 6, IXX STREET. Make sure you go check it out. Music is available on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere. OTreeMusicGroup.com is also will be up and available, which will give you access to all of our artists. Also, we have mixed mastering features. If you want to connect with producers, if you want to get buy some tracks, need help with production, you need legal work, you need branding, you need all that other good stuff. We got a whole team in the back office over there just really ready to, you know, help you become your best self as an artist. And, you know, again, we live in proof that the system works. And it's not something that requires a whole lot of upfront startup costs, but we'll have webinars and information available for you guys on that. All of that's available at 6thstreet.com. Right now, there's a promotion going on for the new project. You sign on. Real simple. There's no cost to sign up. You get a free gift once you sign up. More access to everything this Friday, the 17th. Same day delivery will be dropping, featuring one of the O3 Music Group artist sleeves. You already know what it is. It's your boy, 6th Street.
And I'm going to ask you for one more favor, big dog, because what we're going to do is, after this is over, we're going to go ahead and throw Tiptoeing on. We're going to go ahead and play that exclusively right here on the station, man. So if you want to go ahead and introduce that, we're going to wrap this thing up, man. Remember, you can follow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, you can follow For the Art, follow Swampthing DJ on everything, man. Follow the Ohio Fleet DJs, follow Ohio Fleet Radio. We're going to do this thing, man. 6th Street, it's all yours, brother. Go get it.
Hey, man, listen. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're thirsty, we're going to make sure that you get what you need, too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
Gold Water. Make sure you hit us up. Sponsored by Gold Water, 6th Street, Gold Water, hand in hand. But without any further ado, it's your boy, 6th Street, your triple threat entrepreneur, label CEO, and artist. It's Tiptoeing coming up next, live with DJ Swampthing, Ohio Fleet DJs. Stop playing with it. 6th Street. Stop tiptoeing on me right now.
Right now. Bam. 6th Street, I appreciate you, dog.
Hey, thank you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Triple salute to you, homie. I look forward to hearing this and seeing this. I can't wait, bro.
Yes,
Much
sir.
love.
Let's
Peace
get
and
it.
love, bro.
It's all good.